Yo, welcome back to the People Channel with the People Champ. This is just gonna be a quick, short Shathra showcase. Shathra is actually kind of a sneaky attacker. She's a pretty good Serpent Counter. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. You can blame Fintech for this hack. So how she fights Serpent. So what you want to do is you want to basically get to your SP1 before you let Serpent throw a special. Don't let him throw a special one. You want to push him to his SP2 using your SP1. And then when he throws his SP2, you can do this right here. You see that? She went right through his SP2. And I'm saying blame Fintech because he made a video on this little trick. And that's where I learned it from. Somebody, I think sent me the video. I don't know, but I seen the video and that's how I learned how to do it. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do this against Serpent. So again, when you fight Serpent using Shathra, you wanna throw your SP1 before he throws any specials. And ideally you wanna push him to his SP2 using your SP1 to get your atrophy up. See, I didn't get him to his SP2, so I got a quick little intercept. So once you dash in, you wanna hold your heavy and you wanna release your heavy when he throws his hand up. And she'll go right through and she should connect with her last hit. And then you just want to finish the fight by, throwing her SP2. I'm gonna show the fight one more time. I will say this though. Shathra, one thing that's gonna be a variable using Shathra is when in battlegrounds, when people have limber, you're not gonna be able to hold your heavy as long. That's in any fight, not just against Serpent. So you kind of want to watch. I say even start the fight with a parry to see how long the parry stun will be so that you don't get countered with an attack while you're trying to charge your heavy to gain power. Or you can just get as close to your SP2 as possible. That way when you heavy charge, you don't have to heavy charge long. But yeah, she's pretty good against Serpent. So I want you guys to watch this 4-fight run real quick. This is in Realm of Legends. I just used Cosmic Ghost Rider to get to this little stretch in the realm. But this is just Shathra, no synergies, no boosts. I want to show you guys something. Because I heard a lot of critics say, oh, she don't have any immunities, no utility. Okay, so I'm running recoils. As you can see in the top left, I have the bleed and the poison currently going. But I want to show you guys something. So Shathra actually does have some utility and some form of immunity. It's in the form of her pre-fight. So all you really got to do is win one fight, and she actually does gain the ability to be poison immune. So I just started using her on this Black Panther fight just to show you guys, I'm not using any synergies or anything like that. So I have to win this fight in order to gain vengeance. And once I gain a vengeance charge, I'll be able to go poison immune for the rest of the quest. It's not just, her vengeance doesn't just apply to other spider hero champs. It applies to her as well. It'll say this little notification that say like the spider totem or whatever was failed, but it still applies to her since it comes from her. So I'm gonna go to this Scarlet Witch. We all know Scarlet Witch can apply poisons when you hit her, and it's a critical hit, it's a chance. So I'm gonna apply this Wasp Totem to myself, and I get poison immunity. So again, I'm still running recoil, but I won't have the poison effect. Also, she starts in battlegrounds of duels with 2 vengeance charges, like you just seen in the info. So you have the option to be poison immune even in battlegrounds if need be. But you see, I have no poison, and I won't get any poison in this fight because of the totem. So, just to the critics who said she don't have any immunities, I get it. It's not in her abilities. But if you use her pre-fight, she will be poison immune. Again, I'm running recoils, and I currently don't have any poisons on me. So, yeah. So she does have some utility, not only just the power steal, power gain. So, yeah. So I'm just trying to get through this this Scarlet Witch fight. And I really want to get to the Wolverine fight to show how strong her atrophy is on her SP1. And I love that she's able to keep her atrophy going throughout the fight as long as she's throwing specials. I will say she's not the most recoil-friendly champion out there, even from this year. But I think the poison immunity from her pre-fight does come in handy, especially if you team her up with like the Nick Fury synergy. You know, she can gain a regen at the beginning of the fight, or even the Purgatory synergy that grants bleed immunity, because Shathra is a dimensional being. So if you combine the Purgatory synergy that makes dimensional beings bleed immune with Shathra's own totem that makes her poison immune, I mean, you got a recoil-friendly champion. Although she does need to throw a lot of specials, but she does get a little regen on her SP3, and she gets all of her health back from energy damage from her SP3 if you fight her using, you know, if you use her to fight a champion who has energy attacks. So yeah, in this Wolverine fight, I just want to show how good her atrophy is, man. If you look, you see, you know, Wolverine power bars kind of up there, but his regen just falls off really fast. So Shathra's atrophy is really potent, really strong, which makes her good against champions that get buffs. And we know a lot of champions in this game gets buffs. So in my opinion, this just makes her really useful against a lot of matchups, since a lot of champions get buffs. But that right there was an example of what I mean by her heavy charge. I think that's one of her weaknesses is, you know, if you hold the heavy too long, or if whoever you're fighting has, like, they're running limber, you could run into problems with your heavy charge. So sometimes it might be safer, especially in battlegrounds, to be as close to your SP2 as possible before you heavy charge. That way you don't have to worry about getting clipped like I did. So that was a good example of what I meant earlier when I said, you know, one of her downfalls, her drawbacks is her heavy charge if they're running limber. But yeah, this is gonna be the final fight of the video. It's just a Black Bolt from Realm of Legends. This is just a rank 1. I just want to remind you, this is just a rank 1 Shathra with recoils, no synergies. She don't really have synergies that really improve her much anyways, but, you know, no boost. So, I mean, I like her. She's a pretty good attacker. She may actually be one of my next rank 2s, just because, you know, face a lot of cosmics in battlegrounds, or just in general. Even just to be another Serpent Counter and not just have, you know, America Chavez or even Claire. Because Claire has been really good in this crit me meta, but in general, she just doesn't produce enough damage to counter Serpent. So, but yeah, that's Shathra, man. I think she's pretty good. She does have some immunities. I do think Kabam did an okay job. So let me know what you guys think in the comment, and I'll see you next time.